Right. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. So hope all the people are understanding what we are learning in the class. What we completed last class. How to store data inside Java program, either by using variables or by using array or by using class. If I store values by using variables, all variables are stored at different memory locations. Reading will be very difficult, and we cannot pass all values as a group to a method with a single parameter. As a solution, we come to array. Array is having a problem. It can store only multiple values of same type. If we want to store a different type, we have to use class. If I use a class, I can store a different type of values, but all variables that doesn't have memory directly, we must pass the memory. How to provide the memory? Two ways: using static keyword or by using new keyword. If I provide memory by using static keyword, every variable contains separate copy memory. If I provide memory by using new keyword, all variables will be provided as a group memory, and we can pass this group memory as a argument to a method. So these are the points we discussed and practically we have experienced. So any questions on these topics? Everyone comfortable? So what is the final conclusion we learn from this topic? I want to store one value or one object. I must use what? Variable memory. I want to store multiple values or multiple objects of same type. We should use array object memory. If you want to store multiple values or multiple objects of different type, then we should use class memory. Okay, so this is the conclusion. Today, let us try to understand a sample project and introduction to object-oriented programming. Okay, conclusion on object-oriented programming or object-oriented programming basics. All right. Okay, this is the yesterday class diagram you have already copied from the Google Classroom. Copied or not copied? If not copied, copy today. Okay, this is the last class conclusion point. And next, real-time examples on data types. Take it. Real-time examples on data types. Project development by using data types. Now tell me, I want to store one value. What should I use? Variable. I want to store one object. Also, I should use variable. Okay. Now, I want to store one student number. What should I use? Try to understand. I want to store one student number. Student number is what? One value, na? One value to store what I should create? Variable. Of what type? Longer. Integer, student number, how many students will be there in the class, man? Long means, 20, 30 digit number required, not required. No? So, int student number. Okay. I want to store 5 student numbers. Which array? You have to tell data type also. Array and I should choose type. You have to tell the type also. What type? Int array. Next, I want to store one student name. String. What is string? String is a primitive type or reference type? Reference type. What I should create? String variable or string variable and string object. String variable, string object. String variable for storing string object reference, string object for storing the name. Okay, string variable and string object. Okay. I simply can say string object. Whenever I say string object, automatically variable also come into picture. Next point. I want to store 5 students' student names. Correct. Don't try to forget what you answered previous question. Next question is depending on previous question. What you answer in the previous question, same answer will be there for next question. Only what is changing, type changing. Okay. Now tell me, I want to store one student number int a variable, multiple students numbers int array object. I want to store one student name string variable. I want to store multiple students names, then string array object. So simple. Correct? One last question. I want to store one student fees. Fees are what type? Fee is a money, na? Money is a what type? Floating point number. Floating point number in Java is float or double? Double. So what variable I have to create? Double variable. Next, I wanted to store 5 students fees. Double array. Is it clear? Now, final question I'm asking. I want to store one student, all values, student number, student name, course, fee, all 4 values. Which class? Which class? Which class? User defined class student. Which class? User defined student class. Is there any predefined class called any class will store student data? No. I have to create my own class. Yesterday, we created our own class. What is the name of the class? Example. Why? Because example. Some example concept I want to learn. Today, I wanted to use particular concept. What is that? Student. Now tell me, in the real life, we have student there, employee is there, bank account is there, fan is there, bike is there, car is there, chair is there, computer is there, mobile is there, speaker is there. There are so many different types of things are there. That thing is technically called what? Object. Why? Because it has multiple values. Multiple values group is nothing but what? Object. So in real life, we call something is called thing. In the same thing in the programming world is called what? Object. So tell me, what is a student? Object. What is employee? Object. What is this projector? Object. What is this chair? Object. Your pen, mobile, book, bag, anything what you are seeing is called what? Object. So what is an object? A object is a real world thing which we can use and see, which we can see and use. Okay. Then every object contain values. Every object contain operations. What type of values we have? Different type of values. Then how to store real world object in the programming world? For example, I am taking one website I want to develop, nareshit.com website I want to develop. In nareshit.com website, I have to store students' information who are joining, taking the admissions. I have to store employees' information who are working in the Nareshit. I have to store laptops information, which faculty is using which laptop, okay, and fans information, papers information, computers information, different, whatever the different things we are using in our Nareshit, all the details I have to store. Okay, next, on a student, how many operations I can perform? 4. CRUD operations. What we call CRUD: create, read, update, delete, store, get, update, delete operations. Okay, I click on store. First student taking admission in the Nareshit. Then click on store button. Then this is the form is open. In this form, you are entering your student number, student name, course and fees you are paying, and click on submit. Tell me, this form data, front end data has to go to background, and in the program the data should be stored or not? Tell me, background in the program, I have to use one object, because all these values are same type of values or different type of values. different type of values. To store different type of values, I required one object. To create that object, what I required? Class. So tell me, creating real world projects in the programming world is nothing but creating real world objects involved in that project in the programming world. Okay, I'm giving two options. Creating real world object in the programming world as part of one project development means, tell me, you are a student. Am I creating you physically in this computer, logically in the computer? What the meaning of logically? By your structure, by your values. When you go to bank, you want to deposit money in the bank. For depositing money in the bank, you are bringing the physical cash, na? Deposit purpose cash you are taking. Then you are giving the cash to the cashier. Is cashier is pushing that notes into the computer to store? No, he is counting and put the 5,000 rupees notes in his gala box. Gala box and a money box. Okay. And then now open the computer, accessing your account details. In the text box, he is entering 5,000 % deposit. Then what happened? This 5,000 is going on adding to existing your balance and your mobile getting a message. Totally 15,000 rupees available in your account. That means a real world thing is in the programming world represented by values or structure values. To store values, what I required? Variables. To create the variables, I have two options. Individually create, as a group you create, as a group. If you want to create as a group, what I required? Object. So final conclusion, what is the purpose of data types chapter? Data types chapter is used for storing data in the program. Whose data? Mathematical data and what? Object data. If you want to store mathematical data, directly use class, main method. Inside main method, directly create variables and store values, whatever you want. If you want to store real world object data, a person data, animal data, vehicle data, something data, then you have to use what? One class. Everyone understand the reply? I mean, now finally tell me, if the user asks you, write a program to create real world, if the interview asks a question, write a program to create real world object in the programming world as part of one business, then your mind to tell, okay, tell me what is that object? Student. What you have to do? Create a class called student. Inside student class, declare number of variables to store values and then create main method class. In the main method class, create object. Is it simple or not? Right. So now let us try to see now what is the question. Develop a project to create the real world student in the programming world. To create real world student, first I have to find the students now. Okay. What are the students you want to create? Hari Krishna, Balakrishna. Okay, now I want to create two students, Hari, Balaya. Now, what is Hari? Student. What is Balaya? Student. To store Hari student, I have to create one class called Hari. To create Balaya, I should create one class called Balaya. Both Hari and Balaya are two different type of objects or same type of objects? When they are same type of objects, I should create two different classes or one class? One class. Now tell me, when you come to Naresh IT counseling, for all students, application form is the same or not? From one student to another student, application form is changing or details changing. Then what we are doing in our computer, we are preparing one soft copy application form. Na? That soft copy application form is nothing but class. Understand my point? So in real life, when you want to open one account in the bank account, is the bank person creating separate application form for one customer? No. He is preparing one application form all the customers. In that application form, now he is going to add the details. What are the details I want to take from the student? Student number, student name, course and fee. So create a class and inside the class declare number of variables. Now the question, in that application form, is the bank also filling the values or giving the only text boxes? Only giving empty text boxes. Why? Who has to give the values? Bank or customer? Customer. So for him, you should not assign the values here like in the previous program. If you assign the values like in the previous program, what is the problem? This class become common to all students or specific to one student? Specific to one student. If you assign values to these variables, then this class is become common to all students or specific to one student. specific to one student, not common to all students. You are creating this class common to all students. So should not assign value. Point number one. Understand? So repeat once again. I wanted to create real world objects in the programming world. What should I do? To create real world objects in the programming world, first of all, find the objects and find their type. And then create the class with the type name. Hari is what type? Student. Balaya is what type? Student. Create a class with what type? Student. Then open bracket, closed bracket. In this class, student declare number of variables based on the type, based on the values you wanted to store. To these variables, you should not assign the values in this class, because this class we are creating common to all objects. Point number one. All people understand? Then tell me now, when you are creating application form, you will design this application by keeping a particular student in the mind, common to all students. Then now this application form ready in the computer. One student come to the Naresh IT for taking admission. Then what the counselor is doing? Immediately he will click on the print button and one print copy getting or not? Yes or no? That printed form is giving to you, asking fill your details. Second student coming, what is he doing? Is he taking your application form and giving to second student? No. What is doing? The counselor, what is doing? Again clicking on print button. One more print copy taking or not? First copy, second copy, third copy is nothing but instance. What? One memory copy. In Java, when you create the class, where you want students to contain, I want student inside student or inside college. College. So create the student and save in the class called what? Student.java, and create a class with the main method. Here you create one object for the class student. Student S1 equal to new student. Bolo, this student S1 equal to new student, can I call it as a one memory or not? Yesterday quote, remember? New keyword will go to class student, allocate memory for all these four variables with values or without values? Without values. That means it's a kind of application form or not? Tell me, in this student object, values are available or not available? Not available. This student object application form or object is created for which student details to store? Hari details. Now, for Bale Babu details to store, can I use the previous object or another object? Previous object. Array, come on. You are not focusing properly. If I use this object to store Bale Babu values, Hari values are gone. Na? You got one application form, you are filling your details. When second student is coming, am I taking the application from you and giving to the second student? What am I doing? Another new application form printed copy I am taking or not? That printed copy in Java, nothing but one more object you create for the second student. Tell me, when you write student as to equal new student, what happened? This is another new object. New keyword again will go to which class? Student class. All four variables memory provided, one more copy memory, na? Understand my point, what I'm saying? So as many students admissions you want to provide, those many new objects you must create. How many classes we are creating? One class. How many objects you are creating? Multiple. I found 100 students to take admission. Then will I create 100 classes or one class? One class. How many objects? Can I say object is nothing but one application form, no? One empty application form. Observe now. S1 circle created. Look at that. It look like application form only, na? SNO label, then text box. S name label, text box. Course name, fee. What is this S1? Your hand. What is this circle? The printed paper. On the printed paper, all these are labels and then text boxes. Are you following my point? Shall I ask a question? Ready to answer? This S1 is a application form, Hari application form. Think. This is a application form, Hari application form. Hari application form. That S1 pointing circle all variables and text boxes. Application form or Hari application form? It is just application form, one printed copy. When I can call it is a Hari application form? After storing my details. As long as I don't store my details, how can I call it as a Hari application form? Yes or no? That is just application form. Now tell me, I am storing my values here. 101, Hari, 4 Java, 1000.0, some number, list both. Now tell me, after storing my details, now I am submitting my application form to the counselor. Then what counselor will call it as? Hari application form. So tell me, once you fill the details and give that application form to the Naresh IT, that means your admission is confirmed or not? So finally, when this Hari is coming into the program, just by creating object after storing his details, who is the object here? Hari is the object, that circle is the object. But who is Hari? Hari is the object. That circle is not object. That circle is just memory. One copy memory. Everyone is having small confusion here. Everyone calling new student object, new student object, new student object. New student is not a object. New student is just one copy memory created from the class student. Then who is the object? Real world thing is the object. Here, who is the real world thing? S1 memory real world thing. That Hari is the real world thing. Hari is the real world thing. Are you catching my point? Small lenience difference is there. Small difference is there. Again repeating. When you create memory by using new keyword, all people are calling it as an object, but it is not a object. That pronunciation is wrong. It is not object. It is the memory copy. That memory copy technically called instance. What do we call? Tell me, new keyword created a memory is called object or instance? Instance. Tell me, what is this S2 equal to new student? Object or instance? Instance 2. So the memory copy created from the class student by using the new keyword is called what? Instance. You created this instance for what purpose? To represent what? Hari object. To represent Hari object. So tell me now, in the counseling department, who is the student? Application form is student, or you are the student? You are the student, and the paper is what? Application form. After your details are stored in application form, that application form and you both are same. As long as your details are not stored in that application form, tell me, can you call it as a Hari? No. Hari taken admission? No. So same point here. As long as the real world object data not stored in this instance, you should not call it as an instance. Sorry, you should not call it as an object. You must simply you should call it as what? Instance. So the new keyword created a memory. You must not call it as an object. The new keyword created a memory. You must call it as what? Instance. After storing this in real world object data in this instance, now we can call it as what? Object. So tell me, what is a instance? A instance is a one memory copy created from the class for representing one real world object by storing its values. Is called what? Instance. What is an object? Tell me now. What is Hari? Hari is a object. Now this object is available in two places. Number one, in real world, also inside programming world. In real world, he is available as the person. But in the programming world, he is available as a person as this memory and values are. So tell me, what is an object? Object is a real world thing which is an instance of a class. Correct? Again repeating. Babu, understand English? చేతులు కొరుకొని తినేస్తున్నాం మొత్తం. ఇంటికి సరిగ్గా ఉంటాయా? అర్థమవుతుందా? ఫాస్ట్గా వెళ్తున్నానా? అర్థమవుతుందా? తెలుగులో చెప్పేదా? పర్లేదా ఇంగ్లీషు? సరే బాబు, ఓకేనా? ఏమో సార్ మొత్తం ఇంగ్లీష్ చెప్తున్నావు, కొద్ది కూడా తెలుగు వాడట్లేదు. ఇఫ్ ఐ స్టార్ట్ యూజింగ్ తెలుగు, then again you'll become Telugu medium student. In interview, you have to speak in Telugu or English? English. Make your brain English mind. Create Java thought process at least in English. I can speak in Telugu also if you want. But later you will only say, sir, no Telugu, English only. Because I also don't know Java Telugu. I know Telugu, but I don't know Java Telugu. Even if I start teaching in Telugu, then my mind will search for the words. What is the next word? What is the next word? What is the next word? Because last 20 years I am teaching in English. So my brain don't know Java Telugu. I know Telugu, but Java Telugu I don't know. ఇప్పుడు రెండు ఆబ్జెక్ట్లు కనిపెట్టాం, ఏవేంటి అవి? Okay, very difficult. Okay, that words, correct words, what I have to use is very difficult. And moreover, in the interview also, you have to speak only in English. So create your Java thought process in English. Tell me, when you are speaking in your mother tongue, Telugu, Hindi, Marathi, whatever, are you searching for the words in the mind? No. Suddenly, if somebody asks, speak in English, then abba, jabba, jabba, abba, words are not there in your brain. Same point. In the interview, interviewer will ask questions in where? English. Tell me, what is a class? Class, 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 and add అయిపోయింది mind. Okay, tell me, what is object? Object is a that object, this object. That's all. So we don't want to prepare Java in Telugu, Java in English, because we have to speak with interviewer in English, not in Telugu, not in Hindi. So you have to keep speak with me, along with me in English. Repeat the words along with me. Automatically, words are stored in your brain. Automatically, grammar will be attached in between the words. Sentences are formed. Ready? Sit silently or repeat? Repeat along with me. Repeat after me. Come on, tell me. Here, are you seeing Hari is a object? Right corner, Hari. This dancing person is a Hari. Bale Babu, dancing person. 6 months I did with EMI, no friendship. Finally become also what? Dancing person. So tell me, Hari is a real world thing. Hari is a object. In real world, what is Hari? Thing. The same thing in the programming world is what? Thing, memory. That memory created one copy from where? Class. The memory created from one class is called what? Instance. So 2 words. Thing, instance. What is an object? An object is a real world thing which is an instance of a class in the programming world. It means if you want to bring real world objects in the programming world, I must create one instance from the class that representing this object. Okay, step number 1. To create real world objects in the programming world, we have to follow step number 1. Create a class with that object type name student. Step number 2. Inside the class, declare number of variables based on the values you wanted to store. Step number 3. Create one instance from that class by using the keyword new. Step number 4. Store this real world object values in this instance. That's it. The real world object came into the programming world. Step number 5. After storing values, read and display. Tell me, after you take an admission, ID card is issuing or not? That ID card is nothing but what? Printing values. Catching my point? Tell me, I want to bring Balai Babu into the programming world. Should I create another class or should I create another instance? Create another instance. Then next step. Store values in this instance. That's it. Balai Babu available in the programming. Is it clear, all people? Write on this diagram first. Consider Naresh IT website. Naresh IT business application. Naresh IT business application or website. Write on this. Write on this diagram. Check. Completed? Election result, I think, affected our class also. All are participating in the rally. Stock market crash today. That is expected only, no? So it is an opportunity, not crashed. When stock market crashed, if you see it as a crash, you are not suitable for stock market. If you see it as an opportunity, you are suitable for stock market. Because Modi is not got a expected number of seats. That's why people are sell all the shares. Done. Completed? Now, write down. For creating, okay, wait. Write a first point. Object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming is meant for creating or developing, sorry, not creating, developing. Object-oriented programming is meant for developing business applications. Again, repeating, object-oriented programming is meant for developing business applications, comma, creating real world objects, in bracket things, real world objects, in bracket, in bracket and inno bracket writing a bracket symbol, okay? Check once your friends notes, okay? If they write inno bracket, to correct them. Bracket means round bracket. Bracket, things, things, close bracket. In a programming world, bracket closer. In a programming world, by storing its data, by storing its data. Read once again. What is the meaning of object-oriented programming? Object-oriented programming is meant for, number one, developing business applications, number comma, business applications, comma, creating real-world objects in programming world. Hey, half of you are listening, half of you are writing. Hey, man, what? మొత్తం ఎత్తేసావు. Everything you dropped. Wonderful. Object-oriented programming is meant for what? Developing business applications, comma, and the all written, comma, creating real world objects in programming world by storing its data. For example, while writing, are you reading this? Don't read. While writing, Don't read. Listen. For example, why you are reading? For example, why you are reading? Right. For example, Amazon. Amazon is a business. Amazon is business. In Amazon, what is there? Amazon is a one website. In that website, what is there? Empty page. What is there? So many what? What products? Tell me one product, yeah. Mobile, headphone, cooler, fridge, what all these are? Wow, that's what I'm asking. Okay. Amazon and its products. Amazon and its products. There, enough. And its products. Full stop. That is the example. So, repeating again, object-oriented programming is meant for developing business application. What is the business application? Amazon. And creating real world object meant for creating real world objects in the programming world. What are the real world objects? Products. Clear my point? Down. One more example. Naresh IT, Amazon down. Naresh IT and students. Here, what is the business? Naresh IT. What are the objects? Students. Down. Supermarket. Bookstore. 1 minute. Bookstore. Bookstore. Bookstore is a business and books. Book is a object. Clear my point? So object-oriented programming is meant for developing business application and creating real-world object in the programming world by storing its data. Next. Every real-world object, next, second bullet point. Every real-world object. Hey, what the time? Okay. Every real-world object is represented. Every real-world object is represented by its values. By its values, comma, but not by its structure. What I said, don't read what you are writing. Listen what I am saying. Listen by, write by listening, not by reading. Again repeating. Everyone, small correction. What you started with? Before every real world, write down. In the programming world. Here. Start with in the programming world. In the programming world, comma. Every real world object is represented by its values, but not by its structure. Where is by? That's what I am saying. Don't read what you are writing, but not by its structure. Structure means your body. Values means your values. Okay? Next bullet point. Third bullet point. Every object contains multiple values. Every object contains multiple values of values, not value of same type or different type. Multiple values of same type or different type. Different type. Will you see tomorrow here? Multiple values of different type. If you sit here, benefit or problem? No. My question, if you see here, is it a good to you or bad to you? Bad to you. I'm correcting your mistake, so it's a bad. Generally, student psychology, when they sit in the first row, I'll check their notes as, correct their notes as, no? That's why I always go last year, last year, last year. If I come to the last year and checking, tomorrow onwards, don't come to the class. ఎట్లా ఎందుకు వస్తారో మరి క్లాస్కి అర్థం కాదు. Do you have any internal marks in my class? No. If I commit any mistakes, if I'm correcting your mistakes, is there any internal marks are losing? No, right? Then why people are running away from me, I don't understand. Tell me, every object contains multiple values of different type. Full stop. Continuation. Then to rep then to represent then to represent RWO. RWO. What is the meaning of it? Hey, real world object in PW and to store its values and to store its values we must create what? One class. We must create one class with a required number of variables. With a required number of variables. Procedure to create or steps to create RWO in PW. Steps to create or procedure to create RWO in PW. Janakiram, whom you were asking this question? Janakiram, are you there? Respond fast, otherwise I'll remove you from the class. Janakiram. Write on these notes. Sharada Pradhan, what statement I have to repeat? Already heading here. Steps to create real world object in the programming. When I call you online students, you must respond. If you don't respond, you will be removed. First you write this. Sharada, leave 2 lines gap and write down these notes. I'll repeat that statement. Online students, don't respond to other students when they are asking nonsense questions. Clear? Subject related question, doubts if they ask, you can respond and give answers. If they're asking nonsense questions, where I can watch videos, where I can get notes, stupid questions, don't respond. And remember, admin works you don't do. Faculty work you don't do. Okay? Only student work you do, so that you will be happy, other people are happy. యూ హావ్ టు రైట్ నోట్స్. ఇంకేం చేస్తావు? డాన్స్ చేస్తావా? జై కృష్ణ. వాట్ యు డూ ఇన్ ద క్లాస్, మ్యాన్? మౌనిక, మౌనిక, respond in chat window. Maunika. Why are you continuing this batch? You are 11 AM student. Why did you join here? Okay. Janaki Ram, I asked you to respond. You didn't respond. Then you are missing the class. Tell me, boys. Completed? Jai Krishna, already I told you. Why are you in the classroom? For dancing purpose? For learning writing notes purpose or dancing purpose? What stupid question you are asking? Completed? Tell me, these 5 steps already have explained? Write down now. Create. Look at here. Your life is started as student. After 3 months, you will get job. Becoming what? Employee. After becoming employee, you are getting salary. Salary you are going to get in the bank. So what will you get? Bank account. Are you catching my point? So student life changed to employee. Employee life changed to what? Bank account. Finally, you are going to become 3 people now. Same data you stored in the student object. You are a student. Same data stored in employee object. You become a employee. Okay. Same data you are storing inside bank account. Then you become what? Bank account object. So data is same, but your types are what? Different. So now tell me, first I am trying to create what? Student object. Right? Develop a program. Program or project? Project. Develop a project to create real world object student in a programming world. Okay. This is the structure of the program. First you write the structure. First, what you have to identify? Two students. Your page, left side, right side, you create two students as it is. This diagram is very important. Completed? Then class student with four variables. Done, completed. Then next, in the class college, you have to create one instance per object. First, you write student S1 equal to new student. Then create student S2 new student. Give the gap for creating instance. Second student for second instance for second student. Just you confirm the previous statement step by step. Then S1 variable. Inside four variables are created in continuation memory. And create new instance. Store is data. Completed? So tell me, what are the steps we followed? Create a class with the object name as class name. In this class, we must define number of variables depending on number of values and type of values we want to store. We must not assign values to variables in this class directly, because this class is meant for representing a group of objects of same type, but not the individual object. We must assign value to those variables after object creation. The values must be individual object specific values. After class creation, inside another class, main method, we must create number of objects based on the number of individual objects we wanted to create. And final summary is this. Hope you all understand. Now, I want to write complete code right along with downright coding. First step, what I should write? I should create student.java. Without looking above diagram, try. Is it a main method class? No. Next project you only should develop. Okay. Now student. Next, what I should write here? Aslesha. It is your wish here. If the two students belongs to same course, same course. If there belongs to different course, different course. What is the fun in that you asking the question? Int student number, string, student name, string, course. And then double fee. Class is ready. It is a class I user defined data type. It is a user defined data type for storing student details. Now I am creating third folder in our data types chapter. What is that? Projects on data types. Data types means background of data types. What is there? Variable, array, class. Okay. Now I am storing it by using student.java. Okay, save. Next, what I should do? Create another Java file with the name what? College. It should be college.java. Write down college.java. Write down. Write down college.java. That is diagram, Rabbi. That is not a program, right? Have you closed this? Close main method, close class. Place in the box. Did you close this main method and class and place them in two separate boxes? This is a diagram architecture. What you have to do? And now we are writing code. Right on. First step. What I should do inside main method? First step. Creating objects or instances. Creating two instances from class student for HK and BK. Now what do you write? Student S1 equal to new student. Student S2 equal to new student. Tell me, when you see student S1 equal new student, immediately, who are you? Developer or JVM? JVM. Then side immediately your eyes, hand should draw. S1, object, reference is what? 1010. How many variables provided memory? SNO, SName, course, fee. Don't be lazy in writing diagrams. Already I know. Remove from your brain. Always feel, I don't know. Because JVM also feeling lazy like you. Will it run your program? Then student S2. Another new object is created with reference 2020, SNO, SNAME, course, P. Never feel lazy in drawing diagrams. Memory. With memory only, you will impress your interviewer to get job. What is the difference between you and other student attending interview? Other student talk, you will draw. That is the difference. They'll say it is an object. You are telling it is an object. That is the object look like. For the statement, that is what happened. Now tell me what happened? Two instances are created. Why you created these two instances? For representing HK. Now this is for HK and his values you have to store here. Then now I am writing logic. Observe here, there is a term called initializing initializing S1 object or instance. Instance with the object HK values. With the object HK values. Now here, how to access SNO variable using S1. S1 dot SNO. What right? S1 dot SNO equal to 101. S1 dot SNAME equal to double quotes HK. Write down S1 dot course equal to core Java. S1 dot fee equal to 3,500. Place them in box. What happened here? JVM stores these values in S1 pointing object. Na? Right at that arrow mark. And here 101 HK CJ 3,500.0. Now next what you do? Same copy paste na? Initializing S2 instance with the object BK values. Code changes, same code. Code is same. What is changing? Object reference and values. S1 place what you write? S2. Values 102. BK. Balabab belongs to acting. You can charge 5,500 from you. No problem. Very rich person. Now, what happened? Because of these statements, JVM will go to the second object. Here values are stored. 101, BK, acting, and fees is 5,500.0. Tell me. Okay, first we write. Completed? Now, next point. Tell me, by the time control reach to at this line number, S1 is a instance of object. Object. Here S2 is object. Okay. Next, after creating objects and initialize, the real world object HK and the real world object BK are available in the programming world? Yes. Now I want to issue the ID card to them. How to issue the ID card? Now write down. Printing system dot out dot println. S1 instance, S1 object. S1 object values. S1 object values. What do you write? System dot out dot println. Come on, guys. What I should write? Double quotes. S1 dot SNO slash T colon plus S1 dot SN. Remember the syntax? Why I'm using slash T? Why? Why tab space? To bring colon in all. Spelling mistake. Where? To bring all colons in a one vertical line. S1 dot S name, S1 dot S name. S1 dot course, S1 dot course. S1 dot fee, S1 dot. Next one is what? S2 object values. Logic changing or same logic? Same logic. What is changing? Just references. Tomorrow class is very, very important. I am launching object-oriented programming basics. Okay, and I'll give conclusion and we will develop one more small project by combining all topics as one small example. Okay, don't miss tomorrow class. Anything happen outside, which government winning, which government is losing, doesn't change our life. Yes or no? So what we have to focus on? Concentrate on learning Java, getting job, then part of the government. Until you got the job, you are not part of the government. Which government is coming? None of your, no benefit to you. Only you will get benefit after getting job. So focus on getting job. Pawan, stop using Eclipse. Then you will be on track. How to add using command prompt? What add? Look at that. Are all values are coming up? S1 object values, S2 object values. So this is the S1 object ID card. This is S2 object ID card. So this is the complete story about how to work with creating real world object in the programming world. Okay. And purpose of data type, variables. Now tell me, without primitive data types, can we create reference data type? Can we work with reference data type? No. So who is the base? Who is the derived? Primitive data types is base. On top of primitive data types, we created array object. On top of primitive data types, we create class object. That's why primitive array and class are called derived data types. Understand the point meaning? Okay. So with this, hope all the people are comfortable with how to work with real world objects. Tell me. Now I want to use Amazon one more time. Amazon dot. In Amazon, I want to create this refrigerator. Then tell me, to create this refrigerator, I have to create a class called what? Refrigerator. Only one refrigerator there are, many are there? Many. Class refrigerator. And then open bracket, closed bracket. In that, I have to declare variables. How many variables? Depending on the values what you want to store. Somewhere you will find called specification. There you go. Specification. Specification, nothing but product. What is the product? Okay. Product dimensions. This is a dimension. Product dimension is a one variable. Brand, one variable. Capacity, one variable. Configuration, one variable. Energy star, one variable. And next, all other details. These are the details, one variable. Are you catching my point? So, can you create this refrigerator by you yourself in your system? Okay. If you go to Amazon, oh my God, so many products you can find. Every product is one class, and this kind of one product is there, multiple products, multiple products. You order, you will get your fridge. I order, I'll get my fridge. That means your fridge, my fridge, both are same. But manufacturing design is what? Same. But the physical object coming to my house and your house are what? Different. So that is nothing but instance. Is it clear my point? So finally, very, very important. You have to start experience how to use the data type concepts for creating real world objects in the programming world as part of one business. Okay, fine. I will give one example. You try to develop one more example by your own. Okay, write down example number 2. Develop a project to create the real world object employee in a programming world. How to compile? Pallavi, is today first class? I want you develop this example by your own at home and come back with, tell me, student to employee, is there any difference in coding? What is difference? Class name, variable names. The process is changing. First identify two employees. Who are the two employees? Same, HK, BK, got job, no? Then class employee, how many variables? Same 4 variables. Student number, employee number. Student name, employee name. Course, department. Course, department. Fees, salary. Employee 1 equal new employee, assign value, print. Employee 2 equal new employee, assign and print. Katam. Same code. 100 years work in Java language, Java projects, same code. Only from one project to what is changing? Name of the class, name of the variables, name of the values. Ante. Remaining everything is what? Fixed. So what do you have to do? Today, if you experience it, tomorrow, if you develop it and come back with hands-on experience, Even you have to try in your system also. Compile and execute, see the output and feel, wow, Harikrishna available in Java. Okay. Next, Balai Babu available in Java. I gave admission to Harikrishna Balai Babu in my project. So you have to feel it and then happily go to sleep mode, or tomorrow get up and try to experience and come to the class. So tomorrow I will give you the definitions of object-oriented programming and different concepts available in object-oriented programming, and we'll start implementing those concepts as part of next projects. Clear? Thank you. That's all for day class. Good night. I didn't say anything static, non-static. Maybe you listen something wrong. That's what I'm saying, buddy. There is no static keyword purpose for any initialization. Something you heard wrong. Again, I'm saying I didn't talk that. You are somewhere, somehow you listen. Okay. I didn't use static. Just leave that from your mind. Okay.